Today, we expose 10 Aussie supermarket bargains that are actually ripping you off. Because right now, Woolies and Coles are both facing federal court action over fake discounts that fooled millions of shoppers for years. They raised prices, waited a few weeks, then slapped down, and prices dropped stickers on products that were actually more expensive than before. 266 products at Woolworths, 245 at Coles, all disguised as deals while your grocery bill climbed 20% higher than inflation. The ACCC called it misleading and deceptive conduct. We're calling it what it is: price gouging dressed up as savings. And these 10 items show exactly how the con works. Number 10. Coles Strepsils Lozenges Down Scam. Coles Strepsils Lozenges earned number 10 because this single product became the ACCC's poster child for fake discount schemes. For more than 600 days, Strepsils sold at Coles for $5.50. Then, without any change in costs, Coles raised the price to $7 and held it there for exactly 1 month. After 30 days, the lozenges appeared in the iconic Down campaign with bright red tags advertising a drop from $7 to $6. But here's what really happened. You were now paying $6 for a product that cost $5.50 for nearly 2 years. That's a 9% price increase disguised as a discount. The ACCC alleges Coles planned the temporary spike specifically to establish a new higher reference price. This wasn't a pricing error, this was engineered deception at scale. The ACCC identified 245 products at Coles following the same pattern over 15 months. Every time you saw that down tag and felt like you were getting a deal, you were actually funding a markup. And if you think Strepsils is bad, number 9 shows the same trick on everyday staples. Number 9. Woolworths prices dropped on everyday staples. Woolworths Prices Dropped campaign earned number 9 because it pulled the exact same con as Coles, but on 266 products over 20 months. The ACCC alleges Woolworths increased the price of household staples for a very short time, then set a new promoted price that was higher than the original everyday price, all while advertising it as a discount. This happened on products you buy every week: pasta, rice, canned tomatoes, cleaning supplies, personal care items. Most shoppers don't memorize prices for every item in their cart. You see a green "Prices Dropped" sticker, and you feel like Woolworths is looking out for you. But the math tells a different story. You're paying more and thanking them for it. The ACCC is pursuing this as a breach of the Australian consumer law. Woolworths shares dropped 4% the day the charges were announced. This wasn't a rogue manager. This was a coordinated pricing strategy across hundreds of products for nearly 2 years. And if you think fake discounts are bad, number 8 reveals how they're shrinking the product while keeping the price the same. Number 8. Master Foods Garlic Granules Shrinkflation. Master Foods Garlic Granules earned number 8 because this tiny jar exposes the other half of the pricing con: shrinkflation. In February 2023, Master Foods Garlic Granules dropped from 50 grams to 45 grams, a 10% reduction. The price stayed at $3.15, meaning you were paying the same for less product. Grocery comparison app Frugal detected the shrinkflation by analyzing data from Coles and Woolworths over time. Shrinkflation is a hidden price increase that bypasses your mental price tracking. You know what a 50-gram jar costs, so when you see $3.15 on the shelf, you assume it's the same product. But it's not. The real price per gram went up 10%. Frugal has previously detected shrinkflation in Mars chocolate bars, Arnott's Tina wafers, and Bega peanut butter. Choice magazine found cereals leading the pack, with Coles Mighty Grain dropping from 560 grams to 495 grams, while the price held at 450. That's a 12% shrink with zero price adjustment. The strategy works because most shoppers focus on the total price, not the unit price. They can shrink the product, keep the shelf price stable, and avoid backlash. And if shrinkflation feels sneaky, Number 7 combines it with fake promotions for a double hit. Number 7. Ritz crackers size drop with static pricing. Ritz original crackers earned number 7 because they pulled off one of the most aggressive shrinkflation moves detected in recent years. The packet size dropped from 300 grams to 227 grams, a 24% reduction, while the price held at $3.50. That means you're paying $3.50 for less than 3/4 of what you used to get. The unit price per 100 grams jumped from $1.17 to $1.54, a 32% real price increase. Ritz is an Arnott's brand, and Arnott's has been flagged multiple times for shrinkflation across its portfolio. The packet didn't just get slightly smaller, it dropped by nearly a quarter, and the design stayed visually similar, so shoppers wouldn't immediately notice. You see the same red box, the same $3.50 price tag, and you assume it's the same product. But when you open the pack, there's more air and fewer crackers. Supermarkets and manufacturers know that raising the price would trigger immediate resistance, but shrinking the product by 24% flies under the radar. The only defense is checking the unit price every single time. And if Ritz crackers feel like a betrayal, Number 6 does the same thing to your morning routine. Number 6. Lindt Maxi Carrots price and size double squeeze. Lindt Maxi Carrots earned number 6 because they combined shrinkflation with a direct price increase for a brutal double squeeze. The product originally offered around 374 grams for $16.50. By the time Frugal detected the change, Lindt Maxi Carrots cost $17 for 354 grams. That's a 20-gram size drop and a 50-cent price increase. The unit price per 100 grams jumped from $4.41 to $4.80, a 9% real price increase. Lindt markets these as premium Easter chocolate, so when they raise the price and shrink the packet simultaneously, most shoppers don't push back. But this isn't about supply chain disruptions. This is about testing how much you'll tolerate. And because it's a seasonal product, you can't easily compare year over year unless you keep receipts. By the time you notice the packet feels lighter, it's already April, and the product is off shelves until next year. And if Lindt can get away with this, number 5 shows what supermarkets do to their own organic brands. Number 5. Woolworths Macro Organic Tomato Chutney Markup. Woolworths Macro Organic Tomato Chutney earned number 5 because it combines shrinkflation, a price increase, and a premium organic markup into one product. In September 2022, it cost $4.20 for 275 grams. By late 2023, it cost $5 for 250 grams. That's a 25-gram shrink and an 80-cent price increase, pushing the unit price from $1.53 to $2, a 31% real price jump. A Woolworths spokesperson told SBS News that wholesale cost increases from their supplier sparked the move. But Macro is Woolworths' own premium organic brand, which means Woolworths controls the supply chain and pricing. If their supplier raised costs, Woolworths negotiated that and approved the price increase. The organic label adds another layer because shoppers expect to pay more for organic. But when you break down the unit price, you're paying $2 per 100 grams for tomato chutney made from Australian tomatoes. The Macro brand is supposed to represent accessible organic products, but shrinking the jar and raising the price by 31% in 1 year undermines that promise. And if Woolworths is willing to do this to their flagship organic line, number 4 shows what Mars is doing to chocolate. Number 4. Mars Chocolate Bars. Shrinkflation. Across portfolio. Mars Chocolate Bars earned number 4 because the shrinkflation isn't limited to one product. It's happening across the entire Mars portfolio in Australia. Frugal detected shrinking pack sizes on Mars bars, Snickers, Twix, and Milky Way, all while prices either stayed the same or increased slightly. The strategy is consistent. Reduce the bar size by 5 to 10 grams, keep the price stable or raise it slightly, and hope shoppers don't notice. Mars bars have become a case study in gradual shrinkflation, with the bar shrinking multiple times over the past decade while the price climbed steadily. The genius is that it's incremental, so no single change feels dramatic enough to trigger backlash. But when you add up the cumulative effect over 10 years, you're paying double the price per gram. And because Mars controls global production, they can implement these changes across multiple markets simultaneously. The psychological trick here is brand nostalgia. You grew up eating Mars bars, and you buy them out of habit, even when the value proposition has completely eroded. Mars knows this, so they can shrink the bar year after year because most people won't switch over 10 grams of chocolate. And if Mars is doing this to chocolate, number 3 shows what's happening to peanut butter. Number 3. Bega Peanut Butter Size Reduction. Bega Peanut Butter earned number 3 because it's a trusted Australian brand, shrinking a staple product that families buy weekly. Frugal detected that Bega peanut butter jars shrank in size while the price remained static or increased slightly. Bega is iconic in Australia, the brand that brought you Vegemite and cheese, all marketed with strong Aussie heritage. When you see the Bega logo, you expect fairness and transparency. But shrinkflation betrays that trust. Peanut butter is a particularly frustrating target because it's a high-frequency purchase for families, and the jar size is something parents internalize over years. When the jar shrinks by 50 grams, but the price stays at $6, you're paying $6 for less peanut butter, and you run out faster than expected. This creates a feedback loop where you're buying more often, spending more annually, but never realizing why. And because Bega controls production and packaging, this isn't a supply chain accident, it's a deliberate choice. And if Bega is doing this to peanut butter, number 2 shows what cereals are doing. Number 2, Coles Mighty Grain. Cereal Silent Shrink. Coles Mighty Grain cereal earned number 2 because it shows that even supermarket-owned brands are playing the shrinkflation game. In October 2022, Coles Mighty Grain was sold in 560-gram packets for $4.50. By late 2024, the same cereal was only available in 495-gram packages, but the price stayed at $4.50. That's a 12% reduction with zero price change. Choice magazine flagged Coles Mighty Grain as part of their shrinkflation investigation. The breakfast aisle is particularly vulnerable because shoppers buy cereal weekly, often on autopilot. Coles knows this, so they can shrink the packet and avoid customer backlash. Coles Mighty Grain markets itself as a wholesome, value-focused own-brand alternative. But the shrinkflation undermines that entirely. And because it's a Coles own brand, there's no external manufacturer to blame. And if they'll do it to their own products, number 1 shows the most brazen combination of shrinkflation and fake promotions. Number 1. Arnott's Tina Wafers Shrink and Fake Promotion. Combo Arnott's Tina Wafers earned number 1 because they combined shrinkflation with a fake promotional discount, hitting shoppers with a double deception. Frugal detected that Arnott's Tina Wafers shrank in packet size, while simultaneously appearing in special promotional cycles at Coles and Woolworths. The packet size dropped, the price stayed the same or increased slightly, and then the product was featured in a multi-buy deal or a discount promotion. But when you calculated the unit price, you were actually paying more per biscuit than you did 6 months earlier when the packet was larger. This is the perfect storm. Shrink the product to raise the real unit price, then put it on a fake discount to create the illusion of value. Arnott's is an Australian institution, but Tina wafers show that even they're playing this game. The ACCC investigation didn't specifically name Arnott's, but the frugal data shows Arnott's products have appeared in promotional cycles where the discount price is higher than the historical everyday price before the shrink. Shoppers see a green special sticker, buy the biscuits thinking they're getting a deal, and actually pay more per biscuit. It's the ultimate bait and switch. Make the product smaller, raise the real unit price, then advertise a discount that's actually a markup. If Arnott's and the supermarkets can get away with this on biscuits, they're doing it on dozens of other products you buy every week. The Australian supermarket duopoly spent 20 months testing how much pricing manipulation shoppers would tolerate. They raised prices, created fake reference points, advertised discounts that were actually markups, and shrank hundreds of products. The ACCC caught them, filed federal court charges, and the government responded by banning price gouging from July 2026. But until that ban takes effect, you're still walking into Coles and Woolworths facing the same playbook. So, here's what you do. Ignore the promotional stickers and check the unit price every single time. The unit price per 100 grams or per liter is the only number that matters. Take a photo of the unit price on products you buy regularly so you have a reference point. If the unit price jumps 20%, but the shelf tag says special, you know it's a con. And if a brand you trust starts shrinking products or appearing in suspicious promotional cycles, switch to a competitor. Your wallet is the only vote that supermarkets actually count, so use it to punish bad behavior and reward transparency. Aldi is the most obvious choice because their pricing model is fundamentally different. They don't run fake promotional cycles, and their everyday prices are consistently lower. Independent grocers like IGA, Foodworks, and Drake's rely on local reputation instead of national marketing campaigns. And online comparison tools like Frugal Track pricing and pack size changes over time, giving you the data you need to see through fake discounts. If this investigation made you rethink every bargain you've bought in the past 2 years, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're exposing every pricing trick in the Australian food system. Drop a comment and tell me which fake discount or shrinkflation example shocked you the most. Because the more we call this out, the harder it gets for supermarkets to treat us like fools.